It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Richardson now on 2nd down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. This defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
DC ready? Hey, Ozzy, shut up!
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league, Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. The Ravens at 5-1 here in this early part of the season, and they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Jackson. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Before he crosses over out of bounds. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A handoff as they run the counter play. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now Jackson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll try the left side. Goodson. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get him done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Richardson to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Richardson looking to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And now Jackson will look to throw it. His throw incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, Get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On third down, they're going to run. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Colts pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther 11. 18. Pioneer.
Richardson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Let's go. Look at 19.
The slot man in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now a give, right side. Goodson. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Goodson hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to try and go deep again. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one goes for 36 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Again, Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, Goodson. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Three. Buffalo 18. Ready.
First and 10, it's Richardson. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And they run the option here on first and 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend him.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
70 Rangers.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I would keep having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, report. Return it. Hey.
Jackson now. Flushed out right. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has a another first down at the Colts 34-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On second down, they'll run it here. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Middle. Report. 13.
Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Richardson off the play fake. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 63 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
Right back to him on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now it's Richardson. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. And quickly they get to the line. Off play action, Richardson. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 54 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
In motion left, Flowers. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Throwing is Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
On 3rd down, Goodson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Play action. Now Richardson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's 2nd down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Richardson looking to throw this. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go. Get high. Go.
Play action. Now Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Back to throw here. Open man, it's Palmer. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Josh Palmer from 17 yards out. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Richardson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. He's got the 1st down and more. And all the way up to the 46. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal? Got to work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has. Percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And Richardson back to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They needed 4, they got 8, and it results in a conversion on 4th down. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the 1st.
Agreed. Anytime you can force him to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the 1st down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. And Richardson going to move him around. They'll run on 1st down. Goodson. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 2nd down now. Goodson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Slot man moves right. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to put them a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Jackson. That's caught right side by Palmer. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Jackson to throw. And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Now Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save the timeout. Jackson. He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. This is caught. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. CD, I know from working with you that you're about as old school as they come. Your thoughts on throwing that ball from the 1-yard line?
Yeah, I just got done walking my dinosaur, as you well know, and ordinarily I'm screaming, run the football from the 1-yard line. But if you are going to throw it, just take extra care. That didn't happen there, and they turned the ball over.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Colts, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.